what these collaborate talking about. And I've used a case study on the group that I worked with in a New Zealand senior leadership context and described the way that a group of people who knew very little about how to collaborate authentically and who had some problems with collaboration used an action research process to really substantially change their practice to the extent that an external audit on their leadership process and the climate in the organisation change was highly congratulatory, I guess is the word, for the way that they worked together to use a system that knows the way of working about what they had started with. So the chapter that I've written is a very practical chapter. I think it starts fairly strong, even a theoretical base that might be a bit off-putting if we think it's practical, but certainly both the application steps, the guide in the way that they might be implemented, and then the reflection on that within a case should take it to a level, I'm hoping, of before we know this is something that will be done reasonably easily, maybe not quickly. That's a essential thing that I made in the chapter. So I'm not sure it might be time to follow here.
Yeah, I'm just about to cut you off. So if you're happy with that, Jack has joined us.
Good.
So thank you very much.
Okay, Jack, it's your time. I'm trying to show you the audience. Can you see them?
I can, yes, that's very good.
Yeah, okay. I'll hold the computer up, and it's up to you to talk about 5 minutes about your chapter and the future.
Okay, thank you, Shankar. Yes, well, it's a real delight and pleasure to be with you. We hosted the Third World Congress in Bath in 1994, and the topic that we chose was accounting for ourselves. And we've been developing those ideas since 1994 here in Bath, and the chapter for the book edited by Ortrun, which focused on action research in a turbulent world, develops those ideas on accounting for ourselves. I've just returned from an African Union headquarters in Addis Ababa, where they coordinate activities in 54 member states of Africa. And the topic was on improving the practice for African leadership in ICT in the knowledge society. And I've just given a lecture and workshop on action research and living theories, which follows what we developed in 1994 in Bath, where I was advocating the idea that each individual, for example, everybody in the room with you today, could create their own living theories as explanations of their influence as they try to improve their practice. And that is the essence of the chapter that I contributed to the book, where I was saying that each one of us have got particular values that we're trying to live as fully as possible. And those values, as we ask questions of the kind, how do I improve what I'm doing, can help us to form explanations of our influence which we can actually share with others and actually test the validity of what it is that we claim to be influencing, especially with the evidence base that we collect. And I've been advocating recently technologies such as I'm using now, which is for the multimedia digital accounts to be shared around the world, because these multimedia accounts, which I couldn't really communicate in the chapter to the book, carry an enormous amount of energy. Are you okay, Shankar? Is that okay? Can you hear? Can you hear? Ah, right. I'm sorry. I think the sound may have gone. I'm not sure, because I'm not hearing you. But if I just keep going just for a minute, I think.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, but can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I've turned off my video so that it will be clearer for us.
Okay. Well, the point I was just making, Shankar, was that everybody in the room, and this is practitioner researchers all around the world, can actually create their own living theories as explanations of their influence. And the multimedia technology, this technology we're using now, opens up totally different kinds of meanings that can actually share the embodied...
Jack, can you turn off your video as well?
Yeah.
Then we can hear you better.
Oh, that's a shame. Yes, I'll do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we can see you better now.
Okay. the central
Go
point,
ahead.
okay, the central point I was making was that everybody in the room and action researchers around the world can now start to use these multimedia digital technologies to communicate the energy flowing values that we can use in our explanations of influence. And it's very different to the meanings in the print-based medium, such as the chapter in the book. And it's that I've been advocating that we explore around the world as we try to make a difference. And it is a turbulent world, and we try to make a big difference in practice by living these values that carry hope for the future of humanity through our action research. Now, that is the big message, if you like, I've been trying to develop through this idea that we can each create our living theories through our action research in the turbulent world. And that is why I was so delighted in Africa last week that they're beginning to really take seriously action research as a way of improving practice and actually living the values more fully. Anyway, that is what I was wanting just to say, and I know that we're only allowed a short time, but I'm really grateful just to be able to say those few words to you in promoting the book, which Ortrun really did put a lot of effort in gathering us all together. So I do hope that you actually are enjoying the Congress and that the ideas that you've heard will be inspiring and that we can share these ideas more fully in the future. Okay, thank you very much. Oh.
Thank you, Jack.
Okay, Shankar. Yes. Right. Yeah. Good.
Can you hear us, too?
I can hear and see you, Shankar, yes. And thank you for that opportunity.
I think you signed off.
Right. Bye-bye.
I suggest we start with questions
Okay.
to Jack and Eileen while they are still online.
Can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is Ortrun speaking now?
Okay.
Yes, I've just suggested that we start with questions to you both. Okay?
Yeah.
So, any questions to Jack or Eileen? Jack, unfortunately, we couldn't hear everything you said. So, is that right? Did you understand everything?
No.
No, not really.
I think we should read the book.
We should read your chapter.
Yes.
I have a question for Jack. Jack, what is the future of living theory in terms of, if you have developed living theory for a long time, what's the future of living theory?
I think the future is in much more cooperative and collaborative activities around the world, where individuals still retain their individual desire to account for themselves and explain their influence. But we connect through networks using this technology. And I've been very active in different continents, and now I'm developing work in Africa, which I think will be inspiring because individuals are getting more excited about accounting for themselves. So I'm seeing a very big future for the creation of living theories in different contexts around the world.
Thank you.
Jack, may I suggest that you write your piece and we can read it then maybe in the ALARA journal? Could you do that for us?
Yes, I will do that for you.
Since we couldn't follow everything.
No, I will do that, Ortrun, yes. I'm sorry you couldn't hear everything. but I will write it for you.
Could you also include your future perspective?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Last question, your answer to Shenkar's question.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jack.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Any questions for Heidi? I think we are all a bit passive now, sitting here, so maybe just stand up and grab a lolly or something. Stretch and think of a question.